my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So, you are tuned in to Sir William Live on Facebook. Listen. This is my live. This is coming from the studio. No, I'm a little bit late. I'm a little bit late, but you know, they say we can't be tardy for the party. But anyway, constantly making improvements, constantly making perfections, constantly doing bigger and better things and getting bigger and bigger and better. All right, so I got, oh my gosh. Those of you that follow my posts, follow my pages, follow me, you know we got some hot stuff to talk about on this week. And your boy, y'all know I got to work this out. I did, what was it, Super Bowl 50. I did Super Bowl last year in Tampa, Super Bowl Houston when the Falcons was in. So I was pulling for, ever since I was a little boy, I have loved the San Francisco 49ers. I've absolutely loved the San Francisco 49ers. I was pulling for an upset for the San Francisco 49ers to make it to the Super Bowl, but unfortunately, it did not happen. But so we got, Cincinnati Bengals, who ain't been in the Super Bowl in 30 years. We got them, and we got the LA Lambs. Anyway, the LA Rams, so they're going, and it is going to be in LA. So you already know it's going to be bananas because, you know, what can I say? It's going to be in LA. So anyway, but I was just, everybody was just going crazy. They were posting the stuff on their favorite team, their various teams. I just knew that the 49ers was going to pull it out. But anyway, I guess I'm going to get over it. Okay, so there's a number of things that we're going to discuss on tonight. I need you to get on, like and share. Don't just like my page, like this page. Make sure that you give me some hearts, and then share me. Also, you got to find the bell thing. You got to go and click the bell and make sure that you get the notifications every time I go live. All right. So this is Sir William Live. Got a number of things, a number of hot topics to talk about. Also, now, I wanted to discuss this because a lot of you all have said that you like the element of me communicating with you and, you know, kind of keeping up with some of your comments. So what we're going to do, this is what we're going to do. We're going to incorporate some comments in the show so that you'll still have that element of interaction with me, but we just not gonna be totally. Now y'all know we're in this, we in this incredible space. So now that we're in here, everything that I did at home and everything that I did when I was just holding the phone, we're not gonna do the same. So some elements and some aspects, but the one thing that you're gonna be guaranteed to get Sir William at his best. All right, so I want to make sure everybody that got a Cricket phone, can you hear me? Where my mic at? Oh, okay, my mic down here. Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2. Can y'all hear? Sound check. Sound check. For y'all with the Cricket phone, for y'all with the burner phone. All right, make sure that y'all can hear. All right, we got a number of incredible topics that we're gonna talk about on tonight, and definitely they're gonna cue me and let me respond to some of you all's comments. Also, doing the whole entertainment tonight thing and all of that. So let's just jump right on into my we're gonna jump right on into my first one. This was incredible. This is funny. Okay, so one of the things that they was talking about is, and one of the things that we was concerned about is, President Biden's age, right? And the whole, I think what is he the old? I think I was a U.S. history teacher, and Biden is quite definitely the oldest United States president that we've ever had, or that we've had in modern history, per se. So anyway, let's cue this, and so we can talk, get into this one. This hot mic, and my mic be hot all the time, but thank God I'm not a cusser. We gotta roll this tape. Can we roll this, Mr. Producer? Take a look at this. This is absolutely hilarious. This is absolutely hilarious. Look.
What do you think President Biden replaced that? Do you think he places a political liability?
That's a great asset. More inflation. What a stupid son of a bitch.
Okay, so let's get in there. Obnoxious politics. President Joe Biden was caught on a hot mic. This was last Monday, appearing to call Fox News reporter Peter Doocy a stupid SOB, a stupid son of a B-A-B-A-B-A. Okay, so this was so funny. This was a response to the question that was asked at the start of the White House press event. I think that was the East Room. I'm pretty sure that was the East Room of the White House, and he was talking about and asking one question. He asked about the White House event on lowering prices and customer goods, and the whole drop down or line of goods and all of that. It's affecting everybody. It's affecting my t-shirts. It's affecting my tumblers. I mean, everyone. Folks still waiting on Christmas toys and Christmas ornaments and all that kind of stuff. So anyway, the meeting at the White House, it wrapped, and the reporter asked the president for an update on the call held earlier that day on the situation of the Ukraine. Biden seemed impatient with that question. Now, this is one of the things, and you'll know this, or you all should know this if you follow the news. Especially if you cover politics. One of the main things is that when you have the president, or when you have someone that is giving a press conference on a particular topic, they generally like for you to stay on that topic that they have called that particular meeting for. Now, we know with politics, you're going to have reporters that's going to use that opportunity or to take advantage of that opportunity, and they're going to ask other questions. So you have one that was asking about the Ukraine, quite naturally Fox, and then you have another. Peter comes and he asks about inflation. Totally off topic, after they are already being cleared out of the way, out of the East Room, and still kind of presses forward with the question. So it was really funny. But now, what I will say is, Biden promised us. Biden made a commitment to black and brown people that he was definitely going to appoint the first African American woman to the high court. And it looked like, I'm just saying, it's looking like he's trying to figure out a way to backpedal on that. Okay, so the stuff that you said when you were trying to campaign and trying to get in office, you're going to definitely have to stand by that. And then what is up with Stacey Abrams? Stacey Abrams, who is getting ready to run for governor of Georgia, and her sister is, I think, on the what they were saying on the short list of the top 3. Anyway, so more moving on. We got more to talk about. All right, now y'all know I love this lady. I love this lady a whole lot. So want to offer our condolences, and we're gonna put up. Okay. 2020, 2021, and now going into 2022, the number of people that we have been losing has totally just been, it's just been absolutely crazy. But this one, want to give a special heartfelt condolence to none other than the diva herself, the princess of the pulpit, Juanita Bynum. Juanita Bynum's mother, Catherine Bynum, has passed, unfortunately. There's Mother Catherine Bynum, the mother, the biological mother, not spiritual, none of that. The biological mother of Juanita Bynum, prayer warrior, mother in Zion. All right, let's read, let me read to you what the tribute and the announcement said. With grateful hearts, we, the Bynum family, submit to the sovereign will of God. Her Grace, Mother Catherine Bynum, the matriarch of our family, has returned to glory. After living a long, full life, she was ready to depart. She left the way that she lived, imparting and interceding for her children and grandchildren in anticipation of a glorious return with her God. Mother Bynum slipped away January 26 at exactly 3:33 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The number of divine activation and complete permanency. Henceforth, she has finished her assignment here on earth and will forever live in eternity. We request your continued prayers for our family, the most overwhelming and difficult time. Now, I mean, absolutely, wow. If you remember, okay, because Juanita has a sister that's, I think, named after her. I think they call her Kathy. She's named after, I believe she's named after her mom. But anyway, y'all may remember when she used to be on TBN and she had her mom on the show, and her mom was giving the full testimony and the full words of how the daughter, Juanita's sister that was on drugs, and the Lord sent and showed Mother Bynum just what crack house. She said the Lord told her, go down this street, turn that way, go this way. And she literally found her daughter, and she's later been reclaimed. I don't know, man. I just was talking about President Bynum. This coronavirus, y'all, we've got to get this thing under control. We got to definitely get it under control. People are depressed. People are dying all around us, and it's absolutely, totally, and completely just difficult. It's almost really getting to the point where it's beyond comprehension. So anyway, want to definitely extend a heartfelt condolence. Y'all know I just love Juanita. Juanita Bynum, y'all know that's my girl. That is my girl. So I certainly feel for her, and I mean, it's just, it's, what can I say? Also, now let me tell y'all this. Let me tell you about my girl Juanita. Now, so Juanita, while and and this is sometimes the difficulty of when you're a public person, you know, because, and hats off to her. I'm sorry I'm spending too much time on this. But anyway, but y'all know I love Juanita. So hats off to her. She said because she's a public person, she can't grieve in private. Because she's a public person, she's not going to have a private service. The service is going to be open to the public. It's at John Hanna's church. As many as people that can get in there, quite naturally, they're going to be doing the mask and temperature checks and all that. But those of y'all that, you know, those of y'all get up, let me tell y'all something, and don't say nothing about Juanita's mama's funeral, because y'all get up and take y'all black tails to work every day. Y'all go to the grocery store. Y'all go everywhere y'all wanna go. Coronavirus, y'all only get scared about coronavirus when it comes time to go to church. That's why everybody killing and shooting and fighting and cussing and all this violence that broke out, because y'all need to have y'all behind. Anyway, I was going to say the other word. But y'all need to be at church calling on God, begging God to spare your life. But anyway, so this is one of the things about unfortunate part. Okay, so you got some tricksters. You got some liars. You got some scammers out here that are literally putting out flyers and putting up their cash apps trying to make money. Let me tell y'all something. Let me say something about my girl Juanita Bynum, okay? Juanita, before the fight with her ex-husband in the parking lot, or before he jumped her, because it wasn't really a fight. But anyway, she was the highest paid, black or white, male or female. She was the highest paid televangelist in the history of the game, okay? Threshing floor. She had, when that roll gate went up and Mimi stepped out of a Rolls Royce, okay, that's the level. Juanita was walking the floor and she said, and it's 1,000 of you right now come down here and give $10,000. And the folks was booking in the Georgia Dome. Well, we tore down the Georgia Dome. We now got the Mercedes-Benz. But anyway, she was packing out the Georgia Dome when the Falcons couldn't sell out the Georgia Dome. And not only was all the seats filled, but also the floor. So anyway, that's my girl. Y'all ain't got to worry about her. She's not begging for no money, not asking for no money. She said within 48 hours, her entire service for her mom was paid for in full. Talking about paid for, we got to go to New York to this cat. Now, I didn't know, dude. I want to say special thanks to my Obnoxious Street Committee for getting me, for connecting me to this story, and shouts out to this cat. Let me tell you now, this brother right here is balling out of control. I don't know if y'all know him. I don't know him. I think he just recently got, he's, you know, off-brand, independent or whatever, but he just recently got installed as a bishop and in what they call it, enthroned, or what have you. Y'all know I'm Church of God in Christ. We don't call it enthroned, but anyway, so you know y'all got. y'all got all these different titles, but anyway, so he was recently consecrated. But we're going to New York. Let's play this clip. This cat is serious right here. Now I couldn't play the actual clip. It could be if you go to obnoxious-television.live, you'll see the actual the clip of him in his Rolls Royce Phantom SUV truck. Let me tell you that was so sick it didn't even make any sense. But All right. I love this. Somebody is already reading. They said, I got time tonight if you're not here to support. Well, you know what? Let the baby, let me tell you something. Let me say something. Y'all, do y'all, wait a minute. Okay. Look. You see how good I look. You see this. Let the haters stay. I'm about this and doing it. They sitting at home. Y'all don't trip. Let them stay. Let them add to my numbers, and let them stay. We're not gonna trip on the haters or what have you. So let them just let them do whatever they do because they watching me. They paying attention to me. All right, let's roll Lamar Whitehead and his tape. This is really incredible because
everybody.
You here
This
it is.
Bishop,
You have
Bishop Whitehead.
a man that is really serious about his children. Okay, I'm gonna let y'all listen. Look, this is dude's closet. This is dude.
Look at your closet. Got all my priestly robes and more.
He's showing all his robes,
Designer
jewelry,
coats, you name
coats.
it, Gucci, Louis, you name it. Fendi, you name it. More coats. And then when you walk into my shoe closet, every designer wear for days.
He says,
But
you
I
name
didn't
it,
come
I
on
got
to
it.
talk about
But
designer wear
one of the key things he does
or
not
wealth.
have is his children in his life.
This is 2022.
Take a listen.
And I wanted to just do this video, man, to just send a clarion call out to every father that missed their child. I miss my son, Jaden. I miss my daughter, Soraya. They're my two children that I had with my previous marriage. And the most painful thing to deal with is to be ripped apart from your children. That's my hurt. And I believe God for restoration. And I believe that God allowed me to go through things so I'll be able to be the antidote.
Because
every
he
father
goes on and on
that's
and
fighting
on.
for their children,
You can't pause it. Y'all can
fighting
come back
through manipulation,
and
fighting
read it. I just
to love them.
Look. Okay, so here we are.
Just keep
Look
fighting.
at this brother. Extremely successful,
stressful.
extremely wealthy. I did a little research on him. He's
So many conflicting
doing
feelings.
his thing in the whole real
You can
estate
buy
game
what you
up
wanna
in New
buy
York. Really
to try to ease your
about
pain.
to have are constructing and building Whitehead Estates, and got a lot going on. The one thing that I thought was really interesting, he has, as in his words, his ex-wife is the chick. She's like Cruella de Vil. She's the ex-wife from hell, and she is depriving him of the opportunity to be in the lives of his children. Now he has marriage. He had two children, a son and a daughter. I believe the boy is older than the girl, but she has deprived him. Now the key thing about it is, because I think she's gotten him arrested a total of like between 6 to 10 times, but because she is a family and marital counselor, she knows all of the trigger words. She knows all of the quote unquote key words to say to the authorities to trigger them to keep him out of his children's lives. And as a result, she has lied and made assertions of child molestation, made assertions that he has touched the kids. Now, with that level of money and the way he's balling, I believe he should be able to get him some adequate counsel to make sure that he does not, come up with a wrongful being accused and possibly sentenced to, any jail time or anything of that sort for these lies and accusations that she's putting out. This is the one thing that I will say. This is one thing that I say, that here it is, you have a brother attempting to do the right thing and be in the lives of his children. Because I say this, as a former educator and teacher, it's not cool. It's not cool, brothers, when you divorce or don't be in a relationship with your children's mother, and your children go with their mother to wherever they live, and then you hook up and marry or get into a serious relationship with a woman that comes as a package deal with her kids, and you are raising and spending time with your new woman's children on a day-to-day basis, and your kids is on the other side of town, and y'all shuffling them back and forth like a sack of potatoes so that you can have time. Don't spend and raise another man's children, and your children are being left by the wayside. So we're definitely sending out our thoughts and prayers to Lamar Miller Whitehead from New York. Hopefully he can get this this unfortunate occurrence resolved and actually be in the lives of his kids. He said like he missed his son, he missed his games and all of that, and his daughter. And then it was something that came up where he was saying that he did not, like she would let him see one but wouldn't let him see the other or something like that. And he, I mean, he seems to be really a solid guy, because he said that he did not want to see one without seeing and spending time with the other, and then they not, both have equal amount of time. Okay, we got to deal with this. Obnoxious investigates Bumble. Okay, these Twitter apps. These apps. All right, we're investigating the matter. Twitter or Bumble says that the matter deserves a thorough and serious investigation as it reacts to the death of Lauren Smith Fields, who was a black woman found dead following a date. Let's get this. Beautiful young girl. Now, she was on the dating app Bumble, and they addressed the execs at Bumble have, I guess this is like, what's the one? It's not Twitter. What is it called? When you swipe to the left, swipe to the right. It's called something with a T, right? Thunder or whatever. Well, anyway, it's one of those, y'all know the apps. But anyway, the dating app Bumble has addressed this. Bumble is speaking out on the unfortunate death of a black influencer, Lauren Smith Fields, on the popular dating app Bumble. They released a statement addressing the suspicious death of the 23-year-old social media influencer who was found dead following a date with an older white man named Matthew LaFountain, who is 37. All right, this happened she was found on Wednesday, January 26th. The statement was released on the company's Instagram page showing support for a deeper investigation into the matter with additional information about the death of Lauren Smith Fields coming to light. Now, the family has also come forward. We have seen them on a number. So I don't know, why is it that mainstream, okay, let me say this. Y'all, that white girl ran off with her boyfriend. They got a van, and they said they was gonna drive across country, and he was driving her to different places and going oops upside her head, beating her and doing all kind of stuff. And she was everywhere. She was everywhere. Put that girl's picture back up. That girl's fine. Put her picture back up. Let's see, Fields. Tinder. Thank you. See, you need to get, you come off that app. You on Tinder. All right, so this pretty girl right here, we have not seen her. I haven't seen her on World News. I haven't seen her on Nightline. I haven't seen her on Dateline. We have not seen this young lady. And she is not missing, but she is dead. Now, according to the report, she returned to her apartment with Smith. Smith Fields went to the bathroom for several minutes. The police added that LaFountain later told the officers that he thought it was odd, but did not feel it was his place to say anything. He did not know her that well. All right? Matthew LaFountain contacted the police the next morning when he discovered blood coming out of her right nostril and noticed that she wasn't breathing. According to reports, despite being the last person who saw her alive, LaFountain has not been questioned as a suspect in connection to the TikTok influencer's death. I didn't know that anybody was in there. She came out and she was out there for like 10, 15 minutes, and she walked back into the house. She looked normal. She didn't look sick. She didn't look tired. She didn't look drunk. I'm her second older brother. If I would have seen her drunk, I would have said, "What are you doing? Why do you look like that?" Now, the medical examiner's office announced on Monday, January 24th, that Lauren Smith Fields died from acute intoxication due to combined effects of fentanyl, promethazine, hydrazine, and alcohol. Hours later, police finally launched a criminal investigation into her death 6 weeks after she was found dead. The family's attorney has released a statement and said the typical protocol that is followed when you have a situation like this is that you have a husband, wife, or boyfriend or girlfriend call the police because one of them is dead. Typically, the person who is surviving is a pivotal in the investigation. Most times, they are looked at as a suspect because they are the last person with the deceased. And in this particular case, the police have been very hesitant to even call. So who is this man? Who is he? And why he is not brought into question. Now, this reminds me of the case in San Francisco when the gay guy that he met the black guy that was a prostitute on the online, and he was pumping him with what is it? Fentanyl. But he was injecting it in the man's veins and in his penis, and the man was a major donor to the Democratic Party, and was never questioned, never arrested, and that guy died. So anyway, dude, you got some, LaFountain, you got some questions to answer. And, you know, now let me say this to y'all. Let me say this. Y'all got to be careful of the little stuff y'all do, because some of the little sneaky things that you do, you know, it may get found out. Now, you know, we don't want to believe that this pretty girl was an influencer. Y'all know, have y'all heard the statement, are you generous? Are you generous? When you young and dumb, you give it away. When you get a little older and wiser, you charge. And then when you get old like Noel Jones, you got to buy. All right, y'all know I tell y'all all the time, I'm celibate. I sell a little bit and I give a little bit away. You know. So, but anyway, so hopefully that pretty chocolate thing, hopefully she wasn't selling her goods, and she wasn't like Tina Turner saying, I'll be your private dancer. I'll dance up for money. Any old thing. All right, moving right along. Let's get into this. Hey, no, what is Dwayne Wade's son, daughter? What's the boy's name? Zama? All right, put it up. The spirit of delusion and confusion. Let's go on and go to this story. Okay, so here we got Dwayne Wade, NBA, renowned player, all-star, numerous of times, has, 2 rings, got a ring with the Heat or what have you. This is his son that wants to be his daughter, okay? And now I'm gonna say this, and I know I'm gonna get a lot of people upset. I used to teach school. You do not, okay, we had, I'm gonna tell y'all like this. At Citadel, we had, I better not say her name, but anyway, at Citadel, we had a woman, Vivian, okay? And Vivian had a daughter that had a dyke spirit on her, okay? And so I told V, I was like, girl, your daughter got on boxers. You know, what's going on? I don't know why she wants to do. I was like, are you buying her clothes? Are you paying the rent at the house where she lived? Long as you buying the clothes and you paying the bills and paying the rent, your kid does what you tell them to do. We couldn't, you know what I'm saying? We couldn't dress and do whatever. Now, when you get old and you move out your mama and daddy's house, then you can start putting on your dress and your heels and whatever else if you want to be, you know, like Prince or, you know, androgynous or whatever. Then you can go into that. But at 14, 15 years old, you don't need to be making no life-altering decisions about who and what you want to be. Because you know, when you're a dumb teenager, one day you feel like a nut, and then the next day you don't feel like one. But if you that age and you're making grown people's choices and decisions as a child, you may forever regret. Okay, so now this has come up again. This is Obnoxious Exclusive. Kwame Brown has trashed Dwayne Wade over his daughter's son/daughter, Kobe Bryant tribute dress. And you are not leveling up as a man. Now, the only thing, okay, so now this is a catch-22 because I'm wondering what kind of parent he is to his children. And what works at your address may not work at my address. But the part of the problem is Dwayne and Gabrielle Union are going to face some level of ridicule because they have made this so public. Now, Magic Johnson with EJ is older. EJ is a grown man in college. If he wants to wear heels and, you know, dress like Miss Lawrence and Derek J or what have you, then that, you know, he's a grown man and can be able to make those kind of decisions. This guy is getting a lot of heat because, again, you know, sports, father athlete, alpha male, and what have you. And everyone is kind of looking at it like it's a little bit, you know, it's a little bit bizarre. And then he wants to, you know, he wants to pay tribute or whatever. So, but Kobe was a friend of his dad's. So, you know, I mean, it ain't like, okay, let me say this. It ain't like none of them is gay that play, but, you know, it's still, I think it resonates with a lot of people because the boy is so young and is making a decision. And then I'm gonna tell you one of my problems with it. I did not like how it was almost like they were using the child going through this, whatever he's going through. It was almost like they used that to remain relevant. And because, you know, Dwayne was retiring, you know, Gabby hadn't done a movie in a while, you know. And I mean, it's so many other things to talk about, because why can't we talk about Dwayne having the baby on Gabby? Anyway, so Kwame Brown has really dug into Dwayne Wade and their whole program on his podcast. Last we checked, Dwayne hadn't said nothing, hadn't, you know, made a response to it or what have you. You know, now a lot of people, that are not relevant, just like the trolls and the haters. A lot of people, when they're not relevant, they want to jump on somebody that is relevant and somebody that is doing something's bandwagon. So, you know, oh, I don't like this, oh, you this, oh, you that. Well, you see me winning. you see what I'm saying? You watching me. You see me win. You see me winning. So you keep seeing Dwayne in headlines. And the only reason why we're talking about you, I mean, because who knew Kwame? Who knew Kwame Brown? Okay, I hear crickets. All right, that's what I thought. Okay, so anyway, not too many people knew him, paid attention to him, or even cared. All right. Okay, so I want to get into this. We got a comment. Okay, it says, I like this setup better. I like the screen. I know you do. I know you do. Because you over here on Sir Williams Live. Ain't it hot? Ain't it hot? Oh, let me get back over here. Can you see? Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Let me go. I'll out of two-step. All right. Elder, do you listen to Yolanda DeBerry? Can you do a story? Okay. All right. Definitely inbox me and let me know what's going on. All right. Okay. I want to talk about this. We up to, I think, my sixth topic. Let me say this. Which camera? Which way am I facing? Because I want y'all to come in on me. Which one are we? All right, okay. So let me say this. This weekend, okay? This weekend, we buried or celebrated the life of Elder Kyle Lester Morrell, otherwise known as the Happy Preacher. All right. Now, Bishop F.D. Washington, you know, Kyle Lester Morrell died at 75, was found, believed to have had a heart attack, was found in his apartment in a senior high-rise in downtown Atlanta. Fortunately, the same day or close in proximity to the same time that Elder Kyle Lester Morrell was found or discovered to be deceased in his apartment, there was also a story that was released almost simultaneously that a man was found shot in his apartment on Pine Street, also in downtown Atlanta. Many of you know I am a news source and break many stories. I broke the Eddie Long story. I broke the Juanita Bynum story when Bishop Thomas Wesley Weeks jumped on her. I broke the Paul Martin story. Countless throughout my career, I have been a breaker of major stories with a number of celebrities and high-profile people. But Elder Kyle Lester Morrell was certainly a celebrity in his own right, known for his loud, boisterous outbursts in services, to his having his tambourine and shouting and dancing and praising the Lord. Bishop F.D. Washington, Bishop Frederick Douglass Washington of New York named or gave the Happy Preacher the name Happy Preacher. And it was subsequently followed up by Daddy King, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s father, who's the pastor of Ebenezer. Unfortunately, those stories came out simultaneously, and a number of you got upset. A number of you were very, very concerned when I said that it was rumored that he was possibly shot. At that breaking moment, we did not know the details of exactly what happened, but that Elder Morrell had passed away. I later, after we found details and got more information, later added a subsequent post and story that he was found, and unfortunately he succumbed to natural causes. So this past weekend, he was celebrated his life was celebrated with two services. The first service was Friday at Reverend Timothy McDonald's church, First Iconium Baptist Church, had a citation from President Barack Obama and his wife Michelle to our Republican governor Brian Kemp and the mayor, three living mayors and former mayors of current mayor and two past former mayors of the city of Atlanta attended his service. I attended the one on Saturday, and Dr. Nancy Reese Hall, who also was a media icon and trailblazer here in Atlanta, called the Celebration of Life Happy Hour. And a number of luminaries were there, including Dorothy Norwood, who was a member of the legendary gospel group, The Caravans. And then this exciting clip that we're going to play for you of Chris Tucker, actor and comedian Chris Tucker, paying tribute to the happy preacher. Absolutely incredible. This is gonna make you laugh. Take a look at this. This is hilarious. It's going in slow motion, isn't it? Can they hear it? Okay, well, I'm gonna commentate. So this is actor, comedian Chris Tucker. He came up and paid tribute to the happy preacher. I guess some of the members of my production team is gonna be frying fish in the morning, messing up. But anyway, there's a host of bishops, and I really wanted you to hear this. Over 100,000 people have watched this clip. Can we get it correct? All right. Is it playing? Oh, okay. All right. Well, anyway, so Chris does a tribute, has a tambourine in hand and all, and actually said that happy preacher attended his father's funeral, and he said that it was at the funeral that he was, having a rough time, quite naturally with your being at your father's funeral, having a rough time, and till he saw the happy preacher run down and shout at his dad's casket, and he said it lifted his spirit and laugh. I want to say this. Many times, the stone that the builder rejected becomes the chief cornerstone. Hear the wisdom in what I'm saying. Many times, the stone that the builder rejected becomes the chief cornerstone. Fun fact about Elder Kyle Lester Morrell is that he was actually the biological first cousin of actor Damon Wilson, who you all know, and we all know, as Lamont on Sanford and Son. And that was his, they were two siblings' children. So a lot of times we can poke fun and we can laugh and we can mock people, but we just don't really know who they are, or you just may not really understand them, or you really may not get to the level and to the degree of impact that they actually have. So anyway, unfortunately, we had some technical situation, but that's right on the page. You can go and download it. It is absolutely hilarious. We also have a clip of legendary Dorothy Norwood singing, paying musical tribute. Also, the OJ, I call him the Eddie Levert of gospel, none other than the dangerous J.D. Means. He sang, and then he just stopped singing mid-verse and just walked away. But anyway, it was a host of bishops and influential people there at his service, and you can definitely be encouraged that sometimes the stone that the builder rejected becomes the chief cornerstone. All right. This one, oh, I got a comment. The studio is nice. The color scheme is fire. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, all right, all right. Okay. Whoa. Now this is something. Chris Cuomo. Okay. All right. All right. This live TV. Anyway, so I was just getting some instructions and direction. Okay, so now I want to talk to you about this because y'all know I'm gonna be on CNN one day. But anyway, so Chris Cuomo and his brother, what was Governor Cuomo's first name? Andrew Cuomo. Anyway, I loved her because they was like mob bosses. I really like both of them. So anyway, there was several, issues and allegations about, misconduct by Governor Cuomo that was alleged. Unfortunately, Governor Cuomo resigned and gave up his seat and office amidst allegations, which is why I don't like allegations. I don't like allegations because, and then after he resigns, then they come up and say, oh, okay, so it is not enough. It is not enough proof to get to be able to criminally do anything to prosecute him. There was not enough. So then. CNN, they released a statement saying that his brother Chris, who had the #1 show on CNN, had probably used some of his relationships to assist his brother. Well, what man or woman in their right mind is not going to try to help their big brother if their big brother's in trouble? Okay. So anyway, let's put up the picture of me and Gail. All right, this was maybe 5 or so years ago. This is at the White House press correspondence dinner. And this was after the red carpet, and I was inside, and we were mingling, and got a chance to chat with Auntie Gail and chop it up with her. Well, anyway, Gayle King is on CNN's short list to possibly take over Chris Cuomo's show. Now, this is coming up at an interesting time because she is actually right now in negotiations to renew her contract on CBS in the mornings. So I don't know if they're gonna be in a bid war, but I don't know. I think I would. What y'all think? I think I would like to see Gayle. Wait a minute. You took my picture down too fast. You know I'm egotistical. Put my pretty face at, yes. Anyway, I was a little bigger then too. They lied and said I had AIDS. I just had some good some good weight loss doctors and some good plastic surgery. I might need a little more. I'm looking a little thick. I'm like thick like a Snicker. But anyway, so anyway, that's me and Auntie. Auntie Gail. I think it would be hot. I don't know. I'm wondering, could she do both? Could she do CBS in the morning and then have an hour show at night on CNN? And then this is what the head producer for CNN said. Now this is when you know you bomb. He said that whatever adjustments that they would have to make to accommodate Gail, they willing to do it. Now they want her to that degree that whatever, now that's not somebody I want me. That whatever you got to do to get Sir William, you were willing to do it. All right, okay, so we had another comment that we had a comment that said, keep up the good work, and then this one says, my ministry, but eventually I know I need to be married. I like your style. I want to hear your voice for preachers that really live in bullying ministries but are married. What type? Well, you know what? Let me say, okay, so I think I know where you're going. Okay, preach Bible. I don't necessarily feel, I guess where you're trying to say, I don't necessarily feel that. But, if marriage is for you, I just, you get married. Don't you, I guess I guess as a female, don't you ask nobody to marry you, because if you got to ask them to marry you, then they don't really want to be bothered with you. So, don't you go to asking. Don't you go to getting down on your knee. And now this is what you can do, baby. If you want to earn some brownie points with Sir William, you see that Cash App. Now that Cash App, I'll be your private dancer. You go to give the right amount. You let the Lord lead you. Let Jesus lead you. Let Jesus lead. Don't be stingy. Don't be stingy. Y'all see, I like bling and nice things, Tom Ford and stuff. It ain't nothing cheap about me. They said I like money. Amen. So you let the Lord touch you. Come on here. Let her touch you. That Cash App is scrolling. The Cash App is Zelle. Amen. I don't hear nobody. Let me tell you this, that the quickest way to get a good response, and a good response from me, is come on, you give that good old love. And don't y'all get mad. TD Jakes got his errands on me. I'm Sir William. I got my street committee. And come on, so just go on and let the Lord lead you. Go on and spread. We are blessed to be blessings one to another. All right, let's get into this. Drug dealers and killers are striking again. All right, we got this. Former NFL tight end, Austin Jenkins. Woo. He was arrested in Washington State. There he is. His picture's up. He has been arrested in Washington State. Jenkins is 29. He was taken in custody on Friday in Pierce County Sheriff on 2 charges. 1 count of felony harassment, threats, domestic violence, death threats, and 1 count of misdemeanor assault and domestic violence. I thought whipping women was a thing of the past. Y'all, they still beat women. So anyway, Servan, he was booked after 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time and was held without bail. Jail records show it's unclear what led to the arrest, but perhaps this brother will not be attending the Super Bowl festivities. All right, the Pierce County office did not immediately reply to a number of the media requests. This is not the former NFL's first run-in with the law. The tight end was taken by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers with the 38 overall pick in 2014 during the NFL draft. He has been arrested multiple times and passed on charges often stemming from substance use. Prior to the final season with the University of Washington in 2013, he pled guilty to drunk driving charge stemming from a March incident. He was sentenced to 1 day in jail, according to the Seattle Times. 3 years later, in 2016, he was arrested on suspicion of driving under the influence a second time. At that time, on the Florida Highway Patrol reported him, and he was pulled over for driving 75 miles per hour, 75 to 80 miles per hour in a 55 zone. So then also he's had a DUI charge for the third time in March 2020. So anyway, now you know what, I'ma just say this. I know Super Bowl is coming up and y'all not gonna like it, you know, but y'all get mad about a lot of stuff I say, but you know, I say it anyway. So you know, so it just you know, deal with it. Okay, so why do you want a football player to be a barbarian on the football field, but then you want him to act civilized in day-to-day life? You want him to get in between a line. Where am I? Come on, follow me, follow me, follow me. All right, well, you gonna be working at Yassine's in the morning. Okay, so you want, can they see me? Can they see me good? Can you hear me? Can you see me? Okay, so you want, okay, well, anyway, it's so much for the demonstration. Down here in Florida again, you know, it's something down in the water in Florida. They don't know how to act right. Anytime you want anybody that is a gangster, a criminal, some kind of scammer or something, they come out of Florida. Can we get this picture up? Florida Saks Fifth Avenue manager Peter Matthew Pagan was a manager at Saks Fifth Avenue. Where he been all my life? He has defrauded Saks for almost $1 million, $800,000. The client development manager for Saks stores facing prison time after allegedly defrauding the store. According to reports, the 34-year-old Miami native was arrested on Tuesday on accusations that he defrauded the Saks store at Bell Harbor, a village located in Miami-Dade County. Pagan has been charged with grand theft, organized fraud, credit card forgery, intent to defraud. Over a span of 2 years, police say that the former Saks employee would fraudulently obtain gift cards that were for promotional events, override the amount on the cards, and then sell them at a discount. All right, prior to his arrest, his position with Saks allowed him to have access to the locations, the computer systems necessary to obtain gift cards. After discovering that the 2 gift cards were used for the transaction, the Saks Fifth Avenue has opened an investigation to find the source of the gift cards, leading them back to Pagan. He was taken into custody on Tuesday and currently being held in Miami Turner Guilford Knights Correctional Center with a $25,000 bond. This was a good boost. Why didn't I know him? As bad as I would have wanted one of them Saks. See, the wealth of the wicked is laid up for the just. See. Now, I ain't going in there and steal nothing. But, I might bless you a little bit if you took something out of there. Amen. I ain't going to take it, but the Bible said that. I'm just telling you what the word say. The word say the wealth of the wicked. Come on here, it's laid up. So, so somebody wicked gotta go get it, amen. The Lord gotta anoint the wicked man to go get the stuff. Y'all don't like this kind of teaching over here. The Bible said, go and kill them and then take their stuff. Isn't this what the Lord said? He said, go kill them and take their stuff and bring it back to your house. Oh, okay. I'm just, I'm just saying what the word say. That's what the Bible said. He said, take their stuff. Okay, I gotta spend a little time on this. A little time on this. Would we please put this video up? We got to put this video up. After 25 years. Look at Loretta. They just trying, they want to try to dress. Oh, wait a minute. Can you get it? Why didn't they decorate this? Why did they get this out the kitchen and then put no kind of drape? You see, we got a nice drape on my highboy. Why they didn't cover that old tin tray up? That look like the tray that the folks use at the hospital when they delivering your food in the bed. All right, so here it is. I know you're not gonna be able to hear it good. I got a little something called nails. So anyway, but that is the suffragan bishop, Noel Jones. That's a Pentecostal Assemblies of the World term. I don't know, he might be a jurisdictional bishop now. But anyway, this is Bishop Noel Jones. He's at the City of Refuge. It used to be Greater Bethany when Macmillan was the bishop and pastor. That in the silver St. John pantsuit, that is his on-again, off-again girlfriend, Loretta. Now, this was Sunday, and this was Loretta's birthday. Stevie Wonder was there singing, serenaded her, saying, "Happy birthday to ya, happy birthday." She was, Stevie was there, Omarosa was there, a host of the elite in church and in the kingdom was there. He had a number of her closest friends come together for this Sunday that finally happened, where Bishop Noel Jones, after all of this time, has finally asked Loretta to marry him. And so, I mean, the response has just been crazy. Either you've had people that are fully in support to people that is all the way, you know, not. Now, I got a lot to say about this because Loretta has been through the fire. Y'all remember Stacy that was on The Voice? She was a contestant on The Voice. She has a bastard child that, well, I know. Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. Let me, I can't say that word. Some of my team is offended when I say that. But he had a baby and he wasn't married. Now the Bible I read calls him, okay. But anyway, so she stayed with him through that. A guy by the name of Yuri was going to do a tell-all book on Bishop Noel Jones and Loretta's private lives, and he knew a lot of their intimate and personal business that he was going to divulge. Anyway, I think a little change got slipped to him, and that book never did come out. Then we all know that that Lisa Ray was allegedly going with Bishop Jones, and that there was a physical altercation between Loretta and Lisa Ray, and Bishop Jones got in the white-on-white Rolls Royce and drove off into the sunset with Lisa Ray. And Loretta was said to have been on the ground in the street in front of Bishop Jones' house. Bishop Jones lives in Dr. Bussey's house. Dr. Bussey's house, which is an incredible mansion in Beverly Hills, Los Angeles. That's where he lives. You know, it's got the in his private bathroom. It's got an incredible shower with 12 heads that drop down on you like it's raining coming down out of the sky. Anyway, finally, after a series of back surgeries and a bout with prostate cancer, he has come to himself and decided that at 75 plus years old, I believe he's 78 now, if I'm not mistaken, that he is finally going to ask Loretta to marry him. And he went into this long dissertation about, does he want to give up his freedom? Does he want to give up his Ferrari? And, you know, people were in the comments just killing Bishop Jones because they said that he is a narcissist and everything was about him. However, She finally got her ring and is finally gonna make it legal. So I just wonder. I wonder had they been in you know, had they.
Do it.
Yeah, do you think Bishop Jones? You think he was getting a little loving from? I'm just playing. You know, a little sinning every once in a while. Yeah, you know, long as you get enough time to ask for forgiveness, amen. You know, so. Okay, so we got to jump into this. Everything's going down but the word of God. I've got a, let me see. This is serious. All of the saints, I need y'all to like and share. I didn't say that earlier. Everybody like and share, like and share, like and share, like and share, like and share my live. Tell everybody about the live. Also, if you didn't see it live, that you can also see the replay. Okay, we got a lot to go into here. Let's put this up. This is a good, y'all know I'm a church boy, so this is a good church. This is some good church tea and gossip. I got my notes in my hand. Wait a minute, I think I'm gonna even have to make it official. Let me put my glasses on. Let me put my Run DMCs on. Let me put my Run DMCs on so I can report on this real good. Okay, so we got some mess going on. All right, the obnoxious exclusive. Let's put these pictures up. Don't she look like, didn't she remind you of Mahalia Jackson a little bit? That is Dr. Dorothy. This is Dr. Dorothy Boyd Rush. Dr. Dorothy Mae Boyd Rush. She is the only biological daughter of the known mother Estella Boyd. And she was the only biological child of Mother Estella Boyd. All right, Dr. Dorothy Mae Boyd Rush died on January 28th. Surprisingly, she resided right here in Atlanta, Georgia. Some were not aware that she was living with her adjutant, a woman by the name of Allison Briggs. Do we have the other pictures? Okay. When I send you pictures, I'll send you all of them that I want for a reason. Okay, you can go to the post. You can go to the post to see the other pictures. The adjutant Allison. We're not sure if Allison was living with Dr. Rush, or if Dr. Rush was living with Allison. It is a lot of confusion in this death. The daughter, Antoinette, the biological daughter, Antoinette Rush, came to Atlanta to claim her mother's remains and make provision to get her back to Detroit, where her funeral services will be held. However, Allison Briggs will not allow her access to her mother's home. She had to make provisions to get a hotel, and she was not able to go through any of her mother's business papers, wasn't able to. She wanted to have her lay in state in a robe that Dr. Juanita Bynum had made for her and presented to her at a service. She's not going to be able to do that. She doesn't know of any of her mother's business dealings. Now, what we do know about Allison is that she has kind of overstepped, and she did not allow the daughter to come in the house, but she is releasing a book on how to properly take care and be an adjutant to and serve a woman of God. Also, Allison is peculiar and presumptuous enough that all of Dr. Rush's preaching and speaking engagements, she has stepped in and said that they can have her come and preach in the stead of Dr. Rush since she has transitioned. She has made that bold statement. Okay, so now this is, the reason why this is a big deal is because you know Gertrude Stacks, who was Dr. Rush's mother's nurse and adjutant, died 4 months ago. Okay, she died 4 months ago, and you know it was a big debacle and mess because she was the sister of John Witherspoon, the comedian who died that was worth $6 million, and she's also the sister of Mother Mary Witherspoon. And you remember it was a huge blow up about Juanita Bynum going on her live broadcast and raising money, which was totaled over upwards almost $40,000. And Mary Witherspoon's daughter cursed Juanita Bynum out, saying that she did not have a right to do that. Juanita Bynum since decided not to attend the funeral because of all of the confusion. Then, because Cash App locked Juanita out until they could verify her identity, it was the delay with getting the money to Mother Witherspoon. But it was a person that Juanita mentors that she presented the check. She went through all of the history on her live. I reported on it. Many of y'all watched it. Anyway, she gave it to her adjutant to go to Detroit to give it to Mother Witherspoon in a cashier's check. Come to find out, when the girl flew to Detroit to give Mother Witherspoon the check, Mother Witherspoon said she was not going to take the check because she did not want the government to cut off her good old Social Security. So after she did all of that blow up, she still did not accept the money. So I will be keeping you all posted on Dr. Boyd Rush. Insiders very close to this situation has called and told us everything, keeping us absolutely abreast. But Allison Briggs, this is a situation like Iona Locke and I think the girl's name was Lisa, that stayed with Iona Locke. Anyway, also wanted to say Shalise Chris, winner of the 2019 Miss USA crown, died from parent suicide. She jumped from her building 29 flights and jumped to her death. Y'all have been watching Sir William live. Yes, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. This depression with coronavirus is really, really taking a toll on a number of people. Also a mayor, African-American mayor out of the Maryland area just recently killed himself as well. So that we've got to hurry up and get it under control. All right, y'all have been watching. Please like and share the Cash App. If you want to be a sponsor, want to be an advertiser, we got big things going down over here. join the winning team. Or you can email or contact me, inbox me. We can do product placement. We can advertise. We can do all kind of exciting things. To all of you that support me and like me and all that good stuff, I appreciate you. Each show, I just love this. I love this. And y'all are making me good and better and better and better. Like and share, like and share, like and share, like and share. Tell everybody about me. I appreciate y'all. Anyway, I'm gonna say peace, and I am out. Don't forget to watch the replay. Don't forget to post this on your page, all that good stuff. Anyway, we get ready. I've been here too long. We getting ready to go home. There you go. Roll my credits, Mr. Cameraman, Mr. Executive Producer. Shouts out. I couldn't do this without my crew. Shouts out to